Are we live? Are we on? Have I done something? It's been a while. I can't remember. We're on. We're live. Haha! I remembered how to do it. Are we on? Right. My digger dog heard me talking. He's got excited. I think he thought somebody was here. He's come running down. He's now stood here. Right, who have we got in? How are we? It's been a hot one today. It has here for me. I'm glad I'm down in the garage. It's like having air conditioning. It is nice and cool down here. It's hot upstairs. Very hot indeed. Brum, no, follow all the rules. I make the rules on my life. Just do what I want. Why not? That's yourself open can of pop. Mike, hey mate, hi Mike. Thank you for joining us. How have you been? Brum, I'm still here. Good man. Oh yeah, they're cold. That is nice. Nice cold bit of drink. How are we all then? How have we been? I've not been live for what feels like ages, but I've been mad busy. Mad busy. I've been doing loads of stuff. What have I been doing? Well, working from in a reverse order, I suppose. I was with Lenny yesterday. I'd done an unboxing of a brand new car, which will be out on the channel tomorrow. Tuesday was with the wife. Mike, you still need to do the rear diff on your Mojave. Oh no. Well, that's what, funnily enough, that's what I'm doing on this. There's nothing wrong with the diffs, but I know not so long ago I done the centre diff. I don't think I've done the oils in the front and the rear diff. So I'd got these for the X-Max, these oils, and I've done the X-Max. So I've still got these left. So I've got a 30k, a 50k, and a 10k. So the 50k I won't be doing nothing with because I'm happy with how the centre diff is. It doesn't peel away too much power to the front, but it also doesn't want to wheelie, so that's good. I'm happy with that. But across the axles, I think we'll put some in. We'll go 30k and 10k, and we'll see how that behaves. We will see how that behaves. What I've not done is I've not researched what goes where, what are stock weights. I think I'll just sort of open them up. We'll top them up if they need topping up, and we'll put it all back together again. I thought I'd do it on a live. Say hello to people because I've not been here for ages. John, been in work today. Oh, it's been a sweaty one, hasn't it? Alad, hello, I'm here. Hello, Alad. Cheers for joining, mate. What was I talking about? Yeah, what we've been doing. So then, obviously, the weekend we had the Minor Circuit camping weekend. That was that was so good. It was very hot, very dry and dusty, but such good fun. It was really good fun. I had good company there. Loads of good company. What else? Oh, the day before that, I'd gone down to Redfin Models, gone and seen Max, picked up my new toys. The day before that, I was doing something else. Can't remember what I was doing. And the day before that was another Lenny day, so I would have been out with Lenny. Day before that, I drove to Cardigan. I've been busy. I've been busy. And I've still been trying to make videos as well. So how are we all doing? Has everyone seen the video of the new LNT? Me bashing that around. What did you think of that? Because I quite like that track. The LNT is pretty epic. It is pretty epic. I do like it. I'm just looking for a tyre or something to pop under there. Ooh, there we go. We're going to be taking the shocks off. Take the shocks off so I can get in. And yeah, we're just going to do a little bit of diff servicing. And then once we have serviced the diffs, I'd imagine after the weekend they're full of dust. The talion done all right over the weekend. No major breakages. We did have a solder joint come undone. Fair play. John sorted it for her. He was a good man, weren't you, John? Oh, so we wouldn't have survived without John on our camping weekend. I mostly just walked around drinking. It was still fun though. Still lots of fun. And I still haven't fixed the X-Max. Well, no, that's not true. The X-Max does run. Um, Mike, the LMT looks cool, but no, pick another car. Um, it's probably a little bit late for picking another car. The LMT is badass. It really is. It suits me. It does suit me. As long as you don't treat it like an X-Max and you don't want it to be a race truck, then it's fine. As a scale monster truck, the LMT is actually really good. Like really, really good. John, it was so hard soldering outside. Yeah, wasn't it just fair play to you? I wouldn't have blamed you for giving in. I really wouldn't. But you didn't give in. You persevered and you made it happen. Mike, whoops. You know, you have to check on the channel, Mike. I have put out a couple of videos with it, and not the standard ones that everyone does of, oh, look, it can do tricks, it can wheelie, it can nose manual. I haven't done any of that. I found a natural jump in some gravel, and I bashed it pretty good, like. And it took it. It did well. It mostly took it. We did have a couple of issues, and again, fair play to the lads. I'd sort of put the truck to the side and just thought, yeah, it's done. You know, it's. I think we lost a pin in one of the drive shafts, and I was quite happy to just be like, yeah, that's it. I don't mind just breaking that. Simple thing to fix. I'm all right with that. And then I look around and there's three or four lads all rallying around it with all bits and nuts and bolts. And they're like, it's fixed. Like, yeah, boys, fair play, fair play. So they did look after me. NBRC. Hi there, everybody. Hello there. And thank you for joining. Shall I get the drill and save myself a bit of work here? How are you doing? Make sure this is on a really low torque setting. And we'll just whiz these out now. Like that. You all see okay. We've not been set up in a while, and I'm pretty sure things have been knocked over. Do I pop them out? Yeah, I think I did before, didn't I? I think I just cheated slightly and possibly used that. That was it. And just pop that out. And then this should come off. I do wish I could get to the centre diff of the X-Max like this. I really do. John, you're a good armour man. What weight should I put in the front of this? Well, what weight is sort of stock, do you know? That feels a bit funny. That does feel funny indeed. Just Chris. Hello, Just Chris. Hi, nice green hot rod body. I'm from Hungary. Oh, nice. Thank you for joining us, mate. Yes, this hot rod body. Shall I show you that? Did you want to have a look at it? Shall I get it up here for you to have a look at? I've not done much running with that yet. That's actually a e-Revo. Quite an old, the original e-Revo brushless thing with the castle system in it. But that body is a one of one, I believe, signed by whoever done it. So I took it out on our camping weekend, and I couldn't bring myself to run it around the track because it was all dusty and horrible. So I actually ran the Revo with no body on it. But yeah, if you want to have a look, I'll get it up here and we can have a look. I had a cloth earlier. It's gone. It's vanished. I had a nice little blue rag. I would love to know what I do with these things. Oh, this one will do. This will do. We'll have a look in here then. HRRC and more. I make a video on using M2C pins for the differentials on the 6S line. Alright. M2C pins for the diffs. For inside the diffs. My diffs feel good. I just know I haven't done anything with them for a long time. And there was a lot of dust over the weekend. And yeah, as for the Revo, I've only had that. What have I? I've only had that a few, not even a few weeks. I've had it a week today actually, and only ran it a couple of times. Oh yeah, so that would be cool. HRRC M2C pins. I've never had any issues really as yet. Touch wood with the internals of these diffs. These are EXB. This is the an original talion EXB with quite a few upgrades on it now. You run your Creighton 6S on 50, 350. All right, so you got even front and rear. See, don't a lot of people put heavier in the front? Heavier in the front and lighter in the rear. Is that the way normally? Typhoon Diff 7,000 and Harvey is 10,000. That's stock. Right. So these generally then this 6S line, people are just putting Centre's 10k and the rest is 100k in the front and the rear. Really? Are we talking weights or CST? It gets confusing. I'll make it simple for people who don't help, right? Basically, I've got 30, 10k, and 50k. Yeah, yeah. One's talking CST, one's talking weight. You can see where the confusion comes in. Oh, that's funny. Chris with a C, evening lads. That's wrong, mate. Yeah, I thought that was odd, but CST, yeah, everyone, I have 500k CST in the middle diff in the Mojave. Right, 10k front, 100 centre, 100 rear. Right, cheers, Chris. I will go with that because I have some 10k. The centre diff I'm happy with. That's got the lovely amount of slip that I like. That doesn't explode the front wheels and doesn't pop wheelies. So I'm happy with how the centre is. I just thought because I'd never done the front and the rear, I may as well do the front and the rear. So you wouldn't put 30 in the front then and 10 in the rear? 75 centre. Yeah, I think my centre's got a little bit stiffer than 75, but I'm happy with the amount of slip in that. I am happy with that. So I'm only going to do front and rear for now and then see how it feels. Right, okay, so it's 10k. Wrong, you can't say I'm wrong, Chris, and then say exactly what I said. It gets confusing. Yeah, man, it will make it turn okay with 30 in the front and lighter in the rear. I don't struggle with turn in. I've never struggled with turn in on this. So I don't know. I don't know. Do I go 30 in the front or do I go 10 in the front? Decisions, decisions. They're all exciting ones to be making. Can I pull that up a bit? There we go. Now I can see. Now I can see some comments. Uh, love, hate, and bikes. Oh, Chris, safe Nash. Just eating my tea. Awesome. Love, hate, and bikes is Chris that was there at the weekend with us. My mate who came on the motorbike. That's him. We had a great weekend. I hope you enjoyed your weekend with us, Chris, doing RC car stuff. Yeah, there's not a lot of oil in. There's not a lot of oil in this. Not a lot of oil at all. I mean, the gears are wet for sure, but there's not a lot in there. Decisions, decisions. Shall I put 30 in it? Yeah, why not? I don't know what I'm doing. We'll make it up as I go along. We will make it up as I go along. Try not to miss any. It looks like I've missed some comments, sorry. I will catch up with some. NBRC, what tyres are on it right now? These are Fast Tracks T-Rocks, something like that. They're Fast Tracks ones anyway. And as long as you're not on 6S and you let it diff out, they're all right. As soon as it leans over and you get a bit of like diff out action, if you just keep nailing it on 6S, you will kill a tyre. I've done it lots. It will kill tyres. Apart from that, these are actually, for the money, like £20 a pair or whatever they are. They're really good tyres. I like these. Can't go wrong. Cannot go wrong. All depends on how you're bashing it. And my tyres balloon because of the 300 centre. Yeah. Rogue Devils, good evening, mate. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I use Magma's tyres. I've never had any of them. Chris off Grum, or I'll release the Winkers and Work Boots video. I liked that. The Winkers and Work Boots. That would have been a good video. Fast Tracks T-Rock, ideal for 4S. Yeah, yeah, they're good for 4S. These have lasted a little bit on 6S, but they don't last forever. Not on 6S. Damn, not for me then. I need good tyres. I even blow up my guitar tyres. Yeah. I like the Louise MT uphills because they're belted. And I've never blown up mine. Not the MT uphills. I have worn them out. That's one, in fact, that I'm using as a car stand. Look, it's smooth. It's had that much use. But it didn't explode. So yeah, they're all right. They're good tyres. These are good for lower speeds. Love hating bikes. Yeah, man. Last weekend was a hoot. Seen the video you made of the Bigfoot truck. Every scene of being had a fat dude. Well, it was a good weekend, mate. It was a good weekend. Why not? You're allowed. They're also made by Duratrax in other countries. Yes, they are, Chris. Yeah, Louise and Duratrax are the same tyre, aren't they? They are the same tyre. John, Craig, you drove my car to run 60,000, 500,000, and 100,000. Oh, wow. Big weights. Yeah, well, I think my centre is not far off 500, and I'm happy with that. But 60 and 100. I did like the way yours drove. 500 in the centre will be too much for a trigger that you want to go fast in, John. You need some slip towards the front for traction. Yeah. Yeah, well, in this, it's already, I'm sure it might have been 500. I know it was quite thick. Can't find the bottle. I know it was quite thick, what's in this. But I like how the centre works. Yeah, the problem then is that you can't backflip that easy with belted. Yeah, there is that. There is that, but I've got other trucks for backflipping. This isn't, I mean, I have backflipped this. This does do backflip. It does do backflips. So do I go 60 in the front and 100 in the rear? Well, I haven't got 100, so I ain't going in the rear. I've got 30 and 50. Meet you in the middle sort of thing. Yeah, you can't do backflips with belted tyres. Not as easily, anyway. I like doing backflips with the LMT. That was good fun. Let's just fill it up, shall we? Stood here waffling. Is anybody doing anything with the RCs over the weekend? It's a Friday tomorrow, aren't we? 30 in the rear, 50 in the front. What am I on here? Front. All this talk of diffs. This is crash and bash. Mrs. Crash and Bash is going to be watching Eurovision. I think I'll be in the garage. You might get another live out of me yet over the weekend. If you're not into Eurovision, check YouTube. Come and chat to me. Because I don't really want to sit and watch Eurovision. Definitely not. Definitely not. Fool Chris. What are people using? I'm going to go with 30 and 10. Why not? Why not use it up? Right. Typhon 6S, 50k front, 100k mid, 30k rear. I've gone the wrong one again, haven't I? I need to look what I'm doing. Didn't you go camp last weekend? Only fair, Mrs. Crash and Bash does it this weekend. I don't think Mrs. Crash and Bash would want to go camping. She's more than welcome to go. If she wants to go camping, she can go. I would not stop her at all. She is allowed to do what she wants to do. Yeah, most definitely. I wouldn't dream of trying to stop her. My life wouldn't be worth living. She's done well on camera work though for me. What do you reckon? Have you seen the unboxing video that I did in Redfin Models with Max? Well, that was mostly filmed by Mrs. Crash and Bash. She is good like that. She will help out. Yeah, Mrs. Crash and Bash doesn't like camping. Well, she's told you herself. She don't do camping. He will not do camping. More of a hotel person. John, car camp, yeah. I tried convincing her that car camping is the way. Car camping is definitely the way. Eurovision is camp. Oh, yes. Eurovision is camp. Some of it's good, to be honest. Some of Eurovision is alright. I don't mind it. But I can't sit and watch it for 4 hours or whatever it is that it's on. I'm not that much of a fan. I'm okay with it, but I'm not that okay with it. Definitely not. That's settling in nice. Again, one of those days where I think I should have wore gloves, but it is probably a bit too late to worry about it now. Although it's going to be all over my canopy. Tiana, hey Tiana. Hey Tiana, my bestest rally car driver. Mate, she likes that rally car. I say I've got her 3S battery for it now, so watch out. She will go crazy with it. I can see me needing more tyres for it. Or I might just leave her on the hard plastic ones. She can't do much damage then. Come on. Camping is poo. No, camping was cool. Chris, I prefer a B&B if I'm quite honest, with a full English in the morning. Yeah, that's nice. That is nice. Occasionally, the camping is good. And to be fair, right, we ate like kings. There was loads of food, loads of fire. I took like a barbecue with just loads of instant light coals. So whenever we were hungry, we would just put food on a fire. Um, and there was burgers and sausages galore. Grum. I was in Malta on a rugby tour when they hosted Eurovision, and that's all I can say for legal reasons. I can imagine that that was some crazy night. Well, whole week. So I prefer a mansion with a private chef and butlers, with everyone looking after me. Nah, that'd get boring. I like a bit of rogueness. Mark's RC, hello, hello, Mark. Thank you for joining. I was just reminiscing over our camping weekend and saying that we act like kings. A fair play to Mark, he took over the barbecue in the evening. He sat there cooking us all burgers and sausages, and he done a fantastic job. We all ate very well. Nobody went hungry. And as far as I'm aware, nobody died or had the squits. Did you vote the UK when you was in Malta? We looked out of Eurovision. That's funny. Yeah, the Eurovision thing is fun. I like listening to some of the songs. It does get a bit mad. Yeah, rugby tour is always a blur. I bet it is. Mark, we did eat well. Great weekend. Enjoyed it. It was awesome. Mate, it was great. It was absolutely awesome. It really was. I came home and I was telling the wife about it, telling Mrs. Crash and Bash. And in the end, I think she got bored of me telling her how much fun I'd had. She was like, "Yeah, I don't really care. I'm glad you had a nice time and all, but it's boring." You were out in the middle of nowhere playing with your cars. Doesn't interest her. She's happy that I'm happy though, so that's always a good thing. What is a rugby tour? Really, Tiana? You know rugby, the sport that's massive in Wales where we live? Well, they go places that's not Wales and they play rugby or watch rugby or both. Unless it's a group of blokes that live in Rugby, the town, and they go out somewhere on a tour. Oh, hello, I've done something wrong here. That is not diff actioning very well at all. Right, let's take this apart and do this again. Mark, I'm glad no one had food poisoning after. Not that I'm aware of, mate. I've spoke to everyone since, and we were all good. We were all, hey, what's going on? My comments have gone. Can advert popped up. I don't like that. Uh, Snorri, hey mate, how you doing? Love a night watching Eurovision with Craig and Chris and some Hypnon. Mate, I enjoyed your video the other day with your X-Max and that thumbnail was funny. Saw that thumbnail and I was like, yeah, he's definitely clickbaiting me into this, but you can have it. Click. Yeah, it was good. It was very funny. My wife thinks the same. Yeah, boring. Just get on with it. Tiana, I love Eurovision, but I'm working on the weekend. Yeah, but you're not working in the evening, are you, when it's on? So you'll be all right. Tiana. Oh, I knew what rugby was. Just wasn't sure of the tour. The thought of a rugby tour these days is chaos. Yeah, I'm not sure I'd be up for it either, Chris. I'm more of a sit by the fire with a beer or sit next to the river or by a lake somewhere. Be a bit more chilled. Ruck Rider, hello. Thank you for joining us, Ruck. It's good to see you here. I hope you are well. Right, I'm going to have to fully take this apart because something was not right. That's not that though. That's okay. So was it something to do with this? And that seems all right too. John, having a barbecue midnight was the first. Yeah, he said, mate, that sort of blew your mind, didn't it? It's like, oh my God, you're lighting the barbecue now? Yeah, it's me and Chris, the love, hate, and bikes, Chris. We do it all the time. We'll have a food like in the day at food time, and then come night time, it gets late. You get the munchies, and we're like, should we cook some more sausages and burgers? Yeah, I think we should. Absolutely, we should. Always a good idea. Nothing bad has ever happened by people cooking drunk. No, no one's ever died. We've always had a nice time. Oh, Chris, it's holding your message for review. I will release it. Let's show your message. There you go. It's an open-top bus tour of rugby. We went wrong and went to Malta. I haven't been on an open-top bus in ages. Yes, Snorri's clickbait thumbnail was volleyball trouble. I don't know who it was, but I clicked on it. I don't know what their names are or what they were doing, but it definitely got a click without much hesitation whatsoever. Tiana, well, on Saturday we close at flipping 5. Yeah, you'll be all right. You'll be home for 5 past 5. And the clickbait was good. Was unsure where you got bikini-clad midgets from, though. It doesn't matter where they came from, Grum. All that matters is they were there. One for the ladies next week. You've got to realise your target audience, Snorri, and I think you might miss that. It might work. You never know. I mean, it does take all sorts. I'd still click on it out of curiosity. Chris sounds like a plan. Looking fire by the beach and beers. That's a bit of me. Yeah, that's what we were doing. That is what we were doing. I mean, we weren't by a beach, but what am I doing wrong here? I didn't have an issue with this diff until I've changed the oil. I've not even tightened those down really tight. Chris, holy shit, Snorri. It's not Winkies and work boots we like the Winkies and work boots. I like that idea. It did make me laugh. Very much so. Logistics are important, Craig. We've got to get these things right, haven't we, Grum? Got to get them right. Pop that on there so it doesn't get lost. NBRC, see you later, guys. Take care, mate. Thank you for dropping in. I do appreciate your time. We'll pull this out and start again. Everything is good there. Those crocs. So there were some good crocs. All right, love.
Yeah, see you.
It's Mrs. Crashenback.
Hey, bye.
Are you going to get beer
Money.
in the car?
Okay.
She's going beer shopping for me. Hey, she's a good wife. I would take you in the car, love, but sort of live. Sort of live. Yeah, they were good Crocs. Leave the Crocs out of it, Brum. They're for real men. Well, I'm not sure I'd go that far, Chris. I mean, I can't really say anything about people wearing Crocs because most of the day I rock around the house in like these, like just memory foam, keep slide on shoey things because it's easier than putting trainers on. What's up with the diff? Mate, there was absolutely nothing wrong with the diff whatsoever until I took it apart, changed the oil, and put it back together again. And now it doesn't diff. But I think when I've done it, I may have possibly put these in the wrong angle. I've put them with the cut down. Oh no, they're the same. Cut down. Don't know. Chris, yeah, he's Craiged it. Yeah, that seems to be what's happened. The diff was perfect. I tried to do maintenance because everyone tells me, oh, you need to do maintenance on your diffs. Yeah, after a few runs, look after them. Because normally I run on the ethos of if it isn't broken, don't fix it. Just keep running. But apparently that's wrong. I suppose it would be worth me knowing. Right, you're some armour boys in here now. Let me see if I can show you what I'm on about. I'm sure I can have a look at some exploded views, but seeing as we have armour fans, actually no, we haven't got armour fans, have we, Chris? So these plates, it's terminology added to the English dictionary. Greg, that's a quality footwear, but I'm going to send you Crocs. Then tell me I'm lying. Crocs make my feet sweat, unless I wore socks. And you can't wear socks in Crocs, can you? Can you? Is that acceptable? Right. These little square things that go on the end of the shafts that hold these little spidery gears. Can you see that on the top and the bottom, as we're looking at it, they've got little cutouts? Well, is that the top and the bottom, or do they go in left and right like that? Does that make sense to people? So as I slot this down into the diff, do I slot them that way, side to side, or that way, top to bottom? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Chris, no. Armour smells, and it's called it funny names. Anthony, RC cars, awesome. Yes, mate, RC cars. I have a few of them on the go. Well, no, I have one of them on the go at the minute, but there's a few of them in here. We do RC cars on the channel. I'm normally outside beating them up somewhere on a ramp. But yeah, the Armour fanboys, can you tell me, does it go up and down or does it go left and right? With that little cutout. I could stand here and get some exploded diagrams up. It's probably almost certainly easier to ask people that are here because they will know better than me. Because as we all know, don't really do arrma. Greg, do you want me to send you the EXB diff exploded view? Yes, yes, please, Chris. If you could do that, that'd be a massive help. And then I can just get that up on my phone here and pretend I know what I'm doing. That'd be good, wouldn't it? That would be good. Greg loves an exploded diagram, mate. I love exploded diagrams. They are the best thing ever. I love an exploded diagram. How does everyone else work off plans? Do you prefer the yeah, do you prefer the way of like step by step process, or would you rather just look at one massive mess of an exploded diagram? I like the exploded diagram option. Looks like the notches are up and down in my manual, but my eyes are getting crap in the evenings. I'll go with up and down for now, and Chris will send me the exploded diagram across. And then we'll find out, won't we? Yeah, I'm going to guess they go up and down for no logical reason whatsoever. It is purely a guess. See, that's fine. That seems to work okay. All of the little ninja stars slipper plates are all nicely lined up, not fouling anything. In fact, I could do it this way around. So pull that off. That goes that way. So we'll put that in. Make sure they line up. That goes in like that. Yep, that's working. Let's offer that back on. A bit of a squeeze together. Hey, seems to be working. Let's make sure that is on there. And lined up. Like so. Pins in nice. Are they lined up nice? Should we give them a clean? Chris, sent it to your phone, dude. Oh, thanks, mate. I've not received anything yet, but I'm sure I will. Because I have got my phone sat here in front of me. Let's have a look. What have we got? Have I had anything? Oh, there we go. Something come through, Chris. Thank you very much. It just popped in then when I was looking. Right. I know it's bad for me to get my phone out while I'm live, I'm sorry, but I'll show you. You can't really see it. We'll sort of look together. We will look together. Centre diff, front and rear diff, LSD. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, ninja stars are all in. Yeah, up and down. You were right, Root Rider. Notches go up and down in the diff, top to bottom. Okie dokie. Cheers, Chris. At least that's confirmed that anyway. Right, we'll make sure they're lined up, which they are again. Let's pick up my drill. Sent it to his private number. Yeah, my hotline. It's the Winkies and Work Boots hotline. Yes, it is. But I must be doing something wrong. This is dry now. I've not put oil in it. And it doesn't want to twist. If I slightly loosen the screws, it's fine. I don't like the idea of slightly loosening the screws. What I'm doing now is looking for, like, have I missed a gasket somewhere? I don't think I have. Yeah, the spider gears crosspin not being aligned is common reason for diff won't go back together. Yeah, thought that. I thought that's what it was. That's why I took it back apart. And it is mighty odd. But that crosspin is definitely in the right place now because I've checked it twice. Captain Cuddle. Hiya, mate. Thank you for joining. Winky and Work Boot Hotline. What have I stumbled on this time? There's never ever a dull moment, is there? There's always something. Winkies and Work Boots. It was an idea for a video. Or was it a bash? Were we going to do a bash event? Ah, yeah, not Grum, sorry, LSD plates in the bottom of the case shifted a bit. You know what, mate? I've not checked that. I have not checked that. Let's take everything back out again. Make sure that we turn it all in the right direction so it all goes back in the same way. Yeah, that cross pin is perfect. And that works lovely. So we'll take those back out again. So, I'm honestly baffled. Baffled. See, why is it when I think, ah, it's going to be a nice, easy live this? We'll just pop up the oils. No. I have to take a diff apart, don't I? Couldn't just pop it up and leave it. That would have been far too simple of me. Well, I think that is sat down lovely. That is sat down very nice. And that looks all right. I've got Chris phoning me now. Hello. Is this the Winking Work Boots hotline? It is the Winking Work Boots hotline. Now, right. What? When you build in the diff, yeah, only gears in the diff case. Yeah. All right. So do you know your planetary? Yeah. You don't put that on the third gear side. You actually pop that into the case. Okay. Yeah. And your NFD plate, you actually build on the spin gear, and then you place it inside. Okay, okay. Right. Yep. I shall see how we get on. I'll leave it to you. All right, mate. Cheers. Nice one. Right, for those of you in the live, what just happened then is Chris with a C phoned me on my phone, and I had a little conversation with him about how to do these diffs. But I know that you wouldn't have been able to hear him, so I've just had a conversation on my own, stood here going, yep, I'm not going mad. I promise you, I'm not going mad. Right, that is good. Let me put that grub screw back in there, so we don't forget it. That all seems very happy and nice. So we make sure these are grooves in top and bottom for the side to sides. Like so. And then we just need to get that bar turn and sit in. There we go. Yes, hope it made sense, buddy. Yeah. Grub, we heard him, Craig. Not sure why he asked you what you're wearing, though. Could you hear him, though? Seriously? Because we've done this before where he phoned. I put him on loudspeaker to cat to the world, and nobody could hear him. Only me. Because I have superpowers and a noise cancelling camera. So that build on there. So these come off here then. We peel these off. Yes, Craig. Oh, they heard you, Chris. Isn't that strange? It's a good job we weren't saying anything wrong, isn't it? That is really weird. Because honestly, we've done that before and nobody could hear him. Oh, I should get him on here then to chat. Because that is the rarest thing ever. Yeah, we tried it before. And everyone was like, we can't hear Chris. Right, so we'll build these LSD plates then, like he said, and we all heard him. It's the Winky and Work Boots hotline. Yeah, and I spoke about planetary gears. Yeah, you did hear him. I don't understand my camera then. Because we definitely tried that before and it didn't work. So that's odd that we've tried it now and it did work. There we go, all lined up. Yeah, the gasket's still in there. Why do I keep getting adverts on my lives? Is that happening for everybody else? I've got my comments loaded up on there so I can see when you lot are talking to me. And every now and again, adverts keep popping up. And quite frankly, it's a little bit annoying. And if it's annoying for me, it must be really annoying for you lot. Side to side with the pen. That's all good. There's a little space behind the pen. And then that goes on like so. Yeah, there's the screw holes. Michael, good evening, Craig, and everyone in the chat. Has Craig done what I'm good at and destroying diffs? No, Michael, actually, I've not destroyed it because it worked perfectly. I thought I would be a good arrma owner and service the diff. But it turns out, for some reason, I'm not putting them back together properly. Oh, Mrs. Crash and Bash is back.
Hello. Goodbye.
There she goes. So yeah, how you doing, Michael? Nice to have you here. Grum, no, but I have premium. Remember, you're a big cheese now. Welcome to monetization, dude. Oh, adverts in the lives. Right, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I could take that two ways, couldn't I? I could either turn them off. Can I unmonetize my lives? Or I'll turn them up to the maximum so you all just constantly get spammed with adverts. No, the diff is still not diffing. What have I done? I mean, literally, I backed them off half a turn. and it works. Okay. Right, definitely, I'm more of a fan of Traxxas diffs. I can tell you that. Front and rear LSD setup. Let's completely go again. This was supposed to be a quick live. I mean, I've got no issue with working on diffs. That seems fine. Everything is good. No drama. Grum, you're playing with a new camera. Ooh. What did you go for, Grum? Are you telling everyone? What new camera have you gone for? Have you gone all posh on us? It's gone all posh. Chris, beats playing with yourself, Grum. I don't know, Chris. I had earlier. Good set of tweezers. Where have they gone? Where have they gone? There. Mm, the other hand does. I'm watching Andor. Chris genuinely hate EXP discs personally. I'm starting to, mate, if I'm honest. And it's not that they're not good, because they have put up with a lot of what I throw at them. But this definitely teaches me for trying to be a good armour owner. Next time, I'll just let the fuckers explode and buy a new one. Can't even pull that off now. That can't have gone wrong under there, can it? It can't have. I've not even been in there. It doesn't even want me to go in there. Michael, yeah, all good, mate. The torture working. I've just seen the RC cards fitting. Yeah, I'm sure you could run one of them. The slash is really cheap to fix if it goes wrong. And it's a slash, so it won't really go wrong. Razor RC has a great EXP diff rebuild video if you get stuck, dude. Used to confuse the crap out of me. But it didn't, if that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. I get you. Yes, mate. DJI Action 4. Ooh, and DJI Mic 2. Nice. Nice. Treating yourself. I would like a mic, definitely. Well, and a camera. You can buy the spacers to turn them into an open diff. Yeah, I might be doing that. I may well be doing that. Thanks, mate. Your phone will ring, Chris. Phoning Chris now, are you, Grum? I need help with my camera, help me. On the plates, one side is flat and one bit is rounded a bit. The rounded bit faces to the centre gears, Craig. So pushes inwards to the gears, you mean? If that is what I understand. I think in a minute, I will just give up on it. Do the rear one and do something else. Because I can't stand here all night taking a diff apart and putting it back together again. I've even got the exploded view in front of me there. I'm doing it exactly as it wants me to. It's a diff. They're not that complicated. But as Chris says, when you know how. I blame arrma for trying to be too clever and make limited slip diffs. See, that is all lovely. Lovely, lovely. The thing is that the EXP diff fluids aren't the same as normal. So, for instance, 100k is equivalent to 500k in an open standard diff. On the plates that are angled, the star plates, but they're designed to slip. Yeah. Michael, what's this? This scene you buying a lossy with Mrs. Crash and Bash and living to tell the tale. Mate, not only did we go and buy a lossy, she let me buy a used car, the Revo over there with its hot rod body on it. And then, as I thought I was finished and I'd already bought a new Lossy, the Revo, batteries, and all other manner of stuff, she then spotted another little thing and was like, well, you may as well buy that as well. So, okay. Yeah, so I've got them bellied inwards into there. That's right. So that's cupped downwards towards the gears. That goes in. Oh, Michael, it held your thing. I will show it because it's not that bad. But the reason you're getting adverts is because I'm now monetized. So thanks for that. I was confused as well. Even I get the adverts. I've got all the comments and things on the iPad here. And even I keep getting adverts. And I stood here and done the same as you. Why the bloody hell am I getting an advert? And then Chris was like, monetization. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. I might turn it off for lives. Because I don't think it's very fair that you get them in videos. And well, no, it's fair that you get them in a video. Either that or do what Grum does and pay for premium. But it's not fair that you get them in a live as well. Doesn't seem right. Okay. Yes. Give me a Traxxas diff. Or arena open diff all day long. Yeah. Yeah, Traxxas diffs are simple. I mean, mostly made of cheese, but simple. This the arrma diff seems to be built slightly better. I've got people messaging. My phone's just gone off. People are messaging me on my Crash and Bash account saying, "Are you going live today?" Yeah. Yeah. I'm already there. I'm already doing the thing where we are live. You better put that back in. So that's slightly. I'm trying to watch someone struggle with a diff. Yeah, cheers, Michael. Your support is welcomed. Grum. It's our own fault. We made this monetization happen. Yeah, you did. You got nobody to blame but yourselves. And I thank you all for it. Michael, I've got an ad blocker on my laptop for YouTube, still trying to get a decent one for my tablet. Do they work? Unfortunately, Craig, YouTube released an update for vertical live streams. And if your channel is monetized, adverts are a thing. Alright. There's nothing I can do about it. Deal with the adverts. Right, the LST tech makes total sense. You get the turn in of an open diff, and then when you put the hammer down or the slip, it turns into a lock diff. It's wasted on everything apart from the talion. Well said. The talion is awesome. This diff's still not right. Is it possible that I'm just over tightening it slightly? Although the drill it's down on like 1, it couldn't be any looser. Yeah, they're not even that tight. No. Yeah, something isn't. I don't know what's wrong with this now. I've literally rebuilt it exactly as the picture says. And it doesn't want to play ball. I've never had a diff be so silly. Michael, other the problems I had with the Traxxas UDR diffs, I've never had any other Traxxas give me diff issues. I've had HPI's RCs give issues, but never really Traxxas. You've been lucky. No, I've been unlucky. In all my other Traxxas vehicles, I never really had an issue with any diff whatsoever. But the X Max hates me. I don't know why. It just does. Yeah, my X Max really hates me. Only the talion has handling that makes the diffs work as intended. Yeah, it's a TikTok generation, dude. Unfortunately, it was only a matter of time. Yeah. Is it just tight, or does it turn notchy and lumpy? Not by and lumpy. It's quite normal, mind. Yeah, it's like locked. It's physically like locked. I can't turn it. The UDR This is not really a diff. It's a gearing reduction box built into the front axle. Yeah, I've never really looked into the UDR set. I do know the UDR does do something a bit clever. Well, I may put that to the side, just do the rear, because I've got cold beers upstairs. I don't want to stand here all night taking the front diff apart and putting it back together again. Sometimes you just need to attack it with a clear head. So I'll put these in. Blue, Michael. HPI new diffs are spot on line. Yes, HPI have upped their game, I believe, Chris. They used to be a right pain in the arse, but since they've come back, they have done well. Could have. Sorry, I had to leave. Had to go and register for my karate cars. Get them the new CVDs. Yeah, I don't blame you. Don't blame the miners for dusting your diff. No, I'm not blaming the miners. The truck works. It did till it's get apart. No, it doesn't. Dare I do the rear one? May as well. Why not? From this far. Why not? Let's just take the rear end off as well. See what I can break here. We'll take that off because that is going to be in my way. Put these bits that side. Just have to turn this around to get this side. Front and rear are open, dude. You'll be fine. I know my UDR has planetary system in the gearbox for the front diff. And the back. In the back axles for the rear diff. I do remember there being some talk about the UVR diffs. I think they are a bit different, aren't they, somehow? I can't remember what it was, but I do remember. It's worth watching one of the EXP diff build guides with all the parts to so you can see exactly how it goes together. Warm plates will be hard to be sure exactly which way round they go. Which way round they are. Yeah, what Rut said. That's what I'm going to do. I've put it to a side because I don't want to mess it up. And clearly, EXB diffs are something that I need to brush up on. But I've done the centre one, no problem. So I thought, yeah, these will all be the same. Which I'm sure they are, but I don't want to stand there cleaning everything down, stripping it all apart. When really, all I want to do is just pop up the oils. Just a little top up. When was the last time you ran the UDR, Michael? Yeah, it must have been a while. Take it out, mate. Right and play. Oh, drop me nut. Always check your nuts. Put that back on there. Right, have you cleaned your RCs? The UDR is pretty cool for how they engineered it. The UDR is very cool. I had a go of Michael's round the miners circuit, and I do like the UDR. It is very cool, no doubt. Very, very cool. No, Alan, I've not cleaned the RC car. Alan, neither have I. Yes, right, lads, stay awesome. I'm off for a Jackson Coke. Stay awesome. Nice one, Chris. Thank you for dropping in and staying with us and trying to assist me, the working idiot, on a EXP. I'll get there. I'm not going to stress over it. I know that it works, so I know that I don't need any parts or anything like that. I just need knowledge. I just need to be cleverer, that's all. And I'm just not. Rider. Oh, Michael, sorry. The diffs are like normal Traxxas diffs and other RCs. Just added a planetary system as a gear reduction. Got to delete the planetary boxes. Well, wouldn't that give you some massive torque twist? Right, I'm painting my mate's house this week, working, playing at mini festival next week. So they'll get a clean in June. Thierry, hello, France. Hello, Thierry. Michael, it's been a good 12 months since the UDR, never mind the others. I've been just sat here gathering dust. Chris, by the way, I really want a UDR. Buy a UDR, Chris. You'd like a UDR. Very much so, I think. To just loosen that plate, don't I? And underneath. Yeah, I do think you'd like a UDR, Chris. There we go. Am I going to have the same drama with this one? So it's very light now, but it works. We get lovely diff action. Mike, have to go. Phone almost dead. All right, Mike. Thank you for staying with us. I know we've not been doing a lot. Well, these screws are loose. Well, it's a good job I done this. Right, so yeah, nice free smooth diff action. So if I just nick them down, no, I still get free diff action. Yeah, so the front one should work like this. I just had to test the theory. Right. Whip them out. Some used ones. Well, some used ones kicking about, if that floats your boat. I've missed something somewhere, haven't I? What have I missed? I've missed something. I must have. Let's fill this. Chris, the UDR is worth getting. Granted, it's not as quick as other 6S cars. Just the looks alone make up for it. Mate, I liked the UDR. You know, when I drove it at the miners, your one. I liked the way it handled. I liked the way it behaved over the bumps. And yeah, as you say, it looks cool as fuck. So what is not to like? Buying a couple of these. Right, I think rum means UDR for sale. Oh yeah. Now I understand. There are some used ones kicking about. Yeah, I would happily have a used UDR. Yeah, definitely. See, this one has gone back together perfectly. Faultless. Absolutely faultless. Why didn't the front one do that? Tell you why. Because of me. I am the reason it didn't go back together properly. No drama though. I'll get back to it. Yeah, lovely. That that is how the front one should have gone. So I know there's nothing wrong with the diff. There's just something wrong with the way I've put the diff together. That is all. But I've got all day tomorrow to worry about it. Well, I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just take it apart. I've got some brake cleaner somewhere. I'll clean everything. Wait till Mrs. Crash and Bash isn't looking, and I'll put it in the dishwasher. And it might need a spacer for a cap on the spider gears. They might be getting jammed together when you put the cap back on. Well, yeah, but it worked, Michael. When I took it out of the car, it was working. All I was doing is just putting some fluid in it. The scale drive and handling of the UDR is brilliant. I agree. It really is. It really is a truck in a class of its own. Oh, what's going on there? That's all right. It's just dirt builder. That's fine. That's fine. It's just a bit of dirt that I'd missed in the washdown. But we've got rid of it. Right, just got to try and wiggle this drive shaft back in and we'll put this back together. And then, did you want to have a look at the Lossy? Or the Revo? You've got a Revo, haven't you, Michael? There we go. That's that in. And that. Plug this here so I can see. Yeah, that's that in. Feels good. Feels good. Michael, the UDR is definitely a unique driving style compared to even the Slash and other short course RCs, even my Zorro. It's like the Slash has more in common with the UDR. Yeah, the UDR is one of its own, really. I can't think of anything out there that drives and handles really like it. Yeah, but my Revo is really old 2.5R. You don't dare run that now. Yeah, mine's not a new one. Mine is one of the original brushless Revos with the castle system in it. Which I didn't realise the Castle Mamba Monster isn't waterproof. And guess what numpty hose piped it down earlier? That's right, it was Grum. No, it wasn't Grum. It was me. It was me. But yeah, we'll get that up here in a minute if you want to have a look at that. Okay, just pinch them down. Yeah, yeah. Squeeze them back into place. Then back in. If I can. Something else that wants to Give me grief. Nope, I think it is working. It is working indeed. Let's put the fire out somehow. I was debating doing the X-Max centre diff, and I thought, no, you've watched me take that X-Max apart so many times. I will do something a bit different. I sort of wished I'd done the X-Max. It hasn't been too bad. As I say, I'm not disappointed um, with the front because I know nothing is broken. Because I know it worked when I took it apart. And that's why I'm all right about it. It's not showing your comment. There we go. Go show. Probably just as old as mine then. Yes, Michael, it's probably. Well, I remember I had one. I had a Revo years ago. And it was when Lenny was a baby, or he might not have even been born. And Lenny's now 14. So, yeah, quite old. But I'm still going to use it. I'm not going to bash it with that body on. Definitely not Rut Rider. It wasn't powered up when you got it wet, so it should be okay. That was my thinking as well, Rut. So what I'd done is I let it dry, like really properly in the sun for ages. Left it out in the sun on the roof of the car. It was fully dry. And then I have tested it, and it does work. So no major drama. I was just a bit like, oh, I thought they'd be waterproof. All I can say is I'm really glad it wasn't wet at the weekend. Because if it was, I definitely would have drove it through a puddle or through a little stream to try and wash it off a bit, clean all the dust off. I would have drove it through water, and then it would have died and I would have been sad. That would have made me sad. But yeah, I was quite shocked when I read they're not waterproof. I don't know how true it is, but it's not a theory I want to test. Definitely not. I don't want to be replacing a 6S ESC. Although I'll have to at some point because, well, this is Wales. It's going to get wet. Fit it with a Hobbywing Max 8 G2 system, full censored. Michael, I'm going to be doing something different myself, as you know, Craig. I've managed to salvage an old RC car and a certain 8S system for it. Yeah, I know what you're doing, Michael. I know what you're doing. Let's pop these back in here, like so, and like so. We'll get that one in a minute. Now, you remember the old castle systems weren't waterproof. You think it's only in the last 8 years they started making it as a standard. It's crazy, isn't it? We're so spoilt now with what these trucks can do and where we can run them. We don't even think about, well, I don't even think about it. I just run them in water. And it was only after I'd hosed it down, I thought, shit, I wonder if it is waterproof. And it turns out it might not be. All right. Well, the talion is nearly back together. If we ignore this bit, we'll forget that happened. There's one last screw in, and then we'll have a look at. If you want to have a look at the loci, I'll get that up here, and the Revo. Which one did you want to see first? I suppose you're going to want to see one of them backflip, aren't you? Seems as I've not been here for a while. Captain Cutoff. The oldest RC I've got is an Arrma Fury two-wheel drive, circa 2015. Fair play. It's not bad. That's oldish. See, I'm old. I think 2015 wasn't that long ago, but yeah, it's like 10 years ago. The oldest RC that I still would run and use is the original two-wheel drive Slash that came with the XL5. I remember a lot of people fitting the Castle Mamba Monster to the Traxxas Summit, then instantly killing, yeah, driving through a puddle there. I mean, yeah, it's a silly thing not to have waterproof. It really is. The oldest RC I've got is a very old HPI MT2 Truggy. Can't even get parts for it anymore. Captain Cutoff, king of indoor backies. And do you know what, Captain Cutoff? I reckon I've got the perfect truck to do them with now. JD. Hey guys, have I missed the backflips? No, JD. You're just in time. to see some indoor backflips. We were just deciding what I do it with. Do you want to see what the contenders are? We'll move this. I'll put it over there. Right. Indoor backflips. Indoor backflips indeed. I'll just leave all these tools and bits here, because I will come back to that once I've rested a while. We'll get rid of that. We don't need that. So, I tell you what, seeing as I'm not going to do backflips with the Revo indoors, should we have a look at the Revo first? So that was my second-hand bargain buy when I went down to Redfin Models. Max has got a load of used cars that you can obviously look at and then purchase one if you want one. And I'd always loved this rat rod style that people done to the e-Revo. So I just couldn't leave it there. I just couldn't. And it's got this absolutely gorgeous custom one of one airbrushed bodies. The thing is stunning. And I won't bash it with this on. You know, I'm happy to bash stuff. I'm happy to beat stuff up. But when it's a bit special like this, no. The truck, oh, the truck's fucking having it. But the body, nah. We can't do that. Right, hey, JD, Sam, James, Michael. He will do indoor backflips with both of them, and we vote on which one does it best. That looks awesome, mate. It really is awesome. Honestly, this is just, and it's all airbrushed. There is no stickers on this at all. Everything is airbrushed. And whoever done it was proud of it because they have signed and dated it in there. So yeah, this won't be getting back. Not at all. The truck, on the other hand, it's only a Traxxas. So this will be getting bashed. Not severely, because I think parts are going to become hard to get hold of. But I will run this. I ran it at the weekend. I was driving it around the miners circuit with no body on it. Michael, it looks a lot cleaner than my old Revo. Mine's started to show its age a bit now. Mate, this, when I picked it up, it was virtually brand new. Not a mark on it. I mean, even now, I've only ran one pack through it and then I've brought it back and give it a thorough clean. But no, this will get used. It is all standard apart from the tyres. It's even got the standard servos in there, the twin servo setup. Which when it dies, I will convert it to a single, but as long as I can still get parts for this, I'm happy to bash it. As long as I can still get arms, maybe get RPM arms and replace things, bits of the chassis, skid plates. As long as I can replace stuff when I break it, I'm I will definitely bash this, just not the body. I'm gonna shelf it. No, not. No, I'm not. This, yes, and I will run this. When I do a video, because I will do a video showing people this, and I will run this outside on the road, up and down the road, just so you can see it going, on a car park or something. But no, this isn't getting stone chipped. I'm not rolling it over. This isn't doing jumps. I'll get another body for doing that, but the Revo's going to have it, definitely. We're going to do backflips and big stunts with the car, just not with this body. But yeah, I love them. I got a real soft spot for these. I really have. Captain could have. The shade of that green really moistens my nether regions. Mate, it done it to me as well. As soon as I walked into the shop. In fact, I seen it on Max's Facebook post where he does like an update in his shop. And I'd seen it on the shelf and messaged him. I said, I need to come down and get that. Keep that for me. I'm going to come down and get that. And I did, and he kept it, fair play. So I did. I went down to Redfin and I picked up this a used car bargain. I'll move this out of the way. The main reason that I went to Redfin was to get this beast. The new LMT2. And these are just as gorgeous. They're really well done. It's a good looking truck. Awesome body on it. There's a couple of people have said, "Oh, you're going to road rash it and get it scratched." Yeah, I am. Because you can buy these. So once I've killed this, maybe next year when I've got good at driving it and I've learnt all the stunts, then yeah, I'll buy it another body, or I might do a custom body, something different. Just about to say, shame to bash that. Yeah, it would be. It would be a shame. The wood grain is just magnificent, mate. It really is. The detail in that body is awesome. Rider, I've got a clear J Concepts finisher body here that might fit on a Revo. When I'm done partying, I'll bring it up with me, mate. That'd be awesome. I'll sort you out something. Well, as you saw, the Kagama body pretty much fits on the Revo. So if it's about the same size as the Kagama body, it'll fit the Revo. Michael, where did you get it from, mate? Be tempted to look online, see if they've got second hand. I went down to Redfin Models, just like north of the M25. That's where I went, and Max's online shop at the minute is terrible. So he is working on it. It will get better, but check him out on Facebook. That's the best place to have a look. Go onto Facebook, search Redfin Models, and he'll do updates on there weekly or whatever. I'm in the shop. He'll scan round the used section, and he's got a lot of good stuff in there, and he's fair with his prices. I believe you said you got it from Redfin Models. I did indeed. And this is the LMT that I went down for. And this is what you're going to want to see do backflips, isn't it? So let's put a battery in it. 3S or 4S? Yeah, 4S. I thought that as well. Will do all the stunts and all the tricks that you need to do on 3S. They really don't need 4S, these trucks. 4S is a little bit too silly. but we'll do it anyway. And then I'm going to go and have a beer. This is the worst bit about this truck. It's trying to strap in massive 4S batteries. Michael, need to see that LMT. I've liked the look of them myself for some time. Mate, they're awesome. Go onto YouTube, go onto my channel. And the latest video I put out of this is a good bashing video where I just go and backflip it and skid it round in the dirt, and it's actually, I quite enjoyed doing that video. So I'm hoping people that have watched it enjoy it too. Okay. Where is the controller? There it is. Now you know the struggle I get with the batteries in the UDR. Yes. Yeah. And it's got its red lights in. Gravedigger is legendary. Oh, it really is, mate. I couldn't not get the Gravedigger. I really couldn't. I don't know if I turn that off. Will you see the lights on it a bit better? Yeah, look at them. With his lights. It is a very cool truck, this. Very cool indeed. Right, let's hit you some backflips. And then I'm going to go and drink a beer. So let's turn you this way. There's the ram plug. I knew you'd want backflips. You wouldn't have felt like you've had the live experience. New idea, backflip off the table. Oh, Michael. Oh, Michael. Will it get the grip? It won't sit on the bench. It's too long. It won't sit here to jump off. Otherwise, I would try that. Yeah, no, I would have to extend the table out here, which I might do one day, because that is definitely a good idea. Well, it's probably a terrible idea, but you know I'll do it. Okay. Can you see the grave digger? Yes, you can. Yes. So this is only a storage charged 4S. This truck's nuts. A backflip. Front flip for style. I reckon this might double backflip. A double indoor backflip. Are you ready? Can I nail a double backflip in the garage? Or am I going to break something? Vote now. So it was B. I broke something. That's, well, we knocked that down. That's something. We'll pretend that that didn't fall out of there. We'll put that back. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Put that back up there. Right. Will it backflip in reverse? Yes, that's a good idea, and yes, I think it will. Carnage. It is carnage. Skills. Right, backflip in reverse. Who suggested that? Will it backflip in reverse? JD. Mrs. Crash and Bash, get 999 on the phone ready, is about to hurt himself. Mrs. Crash and Bash, I thought it was breaking through into the living room. It did just slam off the ceiling of the garage. It done a double reverse backflip. And a nailed the landing. Yeah, reverse on this is like 100%. It'll go just as fast backwards as it does forwards. And you can self-write it as well. It's a bit aggressive, this truck. We nearly went through the door. Right, we'll do one more. Yeah, you don't need 4S in these trucks. You really don't. 3S is more than enough. I reckon if it could hook up just right, it would stand in backflip. That's how silly they are. Awesome. Awesome. And that is why I love the LMT. Because the X Max would not have done that in here. It really wouldn't. And it is ace. It is an epic truck. Set unplugged. It does make me laugh, this truck. I took it out to show it to Lenny, and Lenny was saying, "Oh, it is ace, you know. How fast does it go?" And I'm like, "Lenny, there's no way you're getting flat out with this. Even on 3S, you're going to struggle to get this thing flat out." It's got the power to probably do 40, maybe 50 miles an hour on 4S. You are never holding it in a straight line at that sort of speed. That power and the wheel speed is there purely for air control and nothing else. There's no way you're taking this truck to big speeds. Not unless you sort of locked it down to the floor and stiffened everything up. Maybe changed the tyres. They are good. Wonder if Mrs. Crash and Bash would kill you if somehow gone through the room. Would make a good port for passing beer, though. It would. It would, wouldn't it? Get to pass the beer down. Love, pass us a beer. No, she doesn't need to. I'm going to finish up now, and I'm going to go upstairs and have a beer. Chill out. Well, have a shower, I think, first, because I'm a bit sticky and horrible now. And there we go. I am done. So, thank you all for staying with me. Thank you all for watching. Um, I will try and do some more lives as and when I get time. I've just been really busy. In fact, the ones that are still here that have stuck through, do you want to see a early release of? There's a video coming out tomorrow. I can't remember if I've told people or not. I've unboxed a brand new car. I've got a new car on the channel coming. And there's a video coming out tomorrow where I unbox it and then we go and have a little bash. Do you know what it is? Or don't you know what it is? And do you want to know what it is? Just before I go, I'll give you that sneaky look. Well, I say I'll give you a look. You can see the box. I'll explain why. Right there. Since we pop. Ready? So, for the people that have stayed, and you're still watching in the live stream, JD, is it an arrma? Yeah. Oh, do you want to play this game of what car is it? Lenny wanted to play this game. It went on for a while, but is it an arrma? Yes, it's an arrma. Do I wait? Are we going to play what car is Craig going to unbox on the channel tomorrow? I've already done the video. The video's done, ready to go. I know what it is. I'm going to get one too so we can race. Yes, Rut. Yes. That would be epic. They are great as well, Rut. I've had it out. We've had a few battery packs through it. Nothing's broken. It's taken a bit of a beating already, but it's still awesome. I would buy another one. Scale? Small. It's small scale. I'll show you. It is the Mojave Grom. That's what we've got coming on the channel tomorrow. Unboxing this, taking it out for a little rip, and then you're going to watch out because we're going to take this to a skate park. Grom, yes, it's a Grom. The Mojave Grom is what I went for. I would show you the car, but if I can get into the box. You ready? Ready? Ooh. And it's that colour as well that we've got coming out tomorrow. That's the colour choice I went for. But I've been robbed. As I say, I took it out. I done an unboxing with it here on the bench. Then I went out and met Lenny. Me and Lenny played with it. Then Lenny was like, "Can I keep this with me?" So yeah, all right, why not? So Lenny's got the Grom at the moment, but it is fantastic. And there we go. So the people that are here have had a sneak peek at what's coming onto the channel tomorrow. This will be out tomorrow evening, about 6 o'clock. Awesome truck, absolute tank. I've got the same one, but in black and gold. I did look at the black and gold one. I did look at that and think, shall I get that or not? But yeah, that the pink colour, I just liked it. As soon as I seen it, it's like, yeah, that looks awesome. It is a fantastic colour, that, and it really pops in the sun. It does look very good. Right, I will leave you all. I've kept you for far too long watching me fanny arse around with a diff. Uh, but we got most of it done. And we played with the LMT. We done backflips and front flips. We even hit the ceiling of the garage. Yeah, look out for more. I really enjoy going out playing with everything, so I'm going to continue to do so. I really am. Right, how do I stop? It's been so long. Right, all. Again, massive thank you, and look out for the unboxing of this. I hope you go and drop onto this video as soon as you see it. Jump onto there and give it a like. Can't believe how fast they are on 3S. I know, mate. Isn't it like 50 miles an hour on 3S? Silly speeds. Silly speeds. We will hit silly speeds with it as well. And we're going to take it to a skate park. We will test how tough this thing is. We will find the limit of the Grom. Yeah, awesome. I'm going to get going and drink a beer. Thank you very much. I hope to see you all again soon. Bye. Take care.